Let's go.
Welcome back once again, everybody, to NerdTots. Before we begin our normal D&D session here tonight, we are going to go over just some quick channel updates. First and foremost, we have a merch store that's launching. So hopefully by the time this video hits the streets, we will have it up and running. We'll post a link down below. Probably only going to have about one or two things so far, but we will have something for you guys. The next thing you have...
Well, in case you haven't realized, we started being more regular with our videos, so we are trying to schedule a program. So come Tuesdays, well, essentially, right now it was Wednesdays is our D&D, Thursdays is anime reviews, and right now everything else is
kind of random gameplays from streaming footages from our Twitch streams, which are Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm. But we do have plans for upcoming video formats where we're going to be talking about maybe training more on how to become a D&D proficient character builder and running a D&D game yourself, as well as
just some more fun stuff overall. That's really about it. I don't want to spill all the beans yet. But another major change, which we definitely wanted to address here, is one member has left NerdTots, which is Mr. Fox Gaming or Osiris Gaming. That change has been made just due to some creative differences. However, he is still continuing his own personal journey over on YouTube and Twitch, so definitely go and check him out over at Mr. Fox Gaming. We wish him the best on all of his future endeavors. But yeah, he's no longer going to be with us any longer here. But with that is all of our announcements that we have so far for this week. And from here, we're going to turn over to our glorious DM.
Glorious. You shouldn't have. Welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons, NerdTots. We are picking up where we left off with the last episode. Our characters encountered some bandits in a cave in the Underdark as they're trying to make sure they're putting some distance between them and the drow that they're trying to escape from. They did a really good job taking the bandits down. There's a little bit of an altercation at the end. One of the characters wanted to kill the last bandit. One of them didn't, and one of them got knocked out. For anyone who's been following the channel, that was a very glorious moment for all of us.
It was a long time coming.
It was a long time coming. Yes, it was great.
It was great.
So we are going to pick up right where we left off. I'm going to open the map back up here, and our characters. I don't know which ones are which here, but we've got our tokens there.
Let's see. That one's Jay's. This one's mine.
Oh.
This one's mine. Oh, it's fine. I can fix that.
Okay, yeah, your little thing came off there, Adon.
He doesn't even use his staff.
His little thing came off.
well, he doesn't need a weapon. He is the weapon.
So if I remember correctly, I was stuck here with Ingress hovering above me because I got stuck. And then you guys are all on this side.
Yeah, Jay was on this side over here.
I think we're running this way.
We'll use this guy for the bandit. He was in the corner. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's true. We were looking the other way.
Yeah, we're the other way before. Do you have to?
Oh no.
Oh.
It was that angle because you can see that's how it lays out.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it was over here.
I was right.
All right, you were right.
Dang. Man, I did not think I would need those. Give me a minute.
I'm still in the same
It was
spot.
like a little bit higher up.
All right, jumping back into it. Little technical difficulty there. Since we're providing the actual map to you guys in a different way. We're going to use tokens on there to represent where everyone is, although they're using real three-dimensional tokens on the actual table display we're doing.
We got minis, you got tokens.
Exactly. We're good to go. All right, so we're back into it. Jay's character has gone down. He's been incapacitated, knocked out. Mm-hmm. Just as the bandit captain is kind of like seeming to regain his composure, unfortunately, Grok is right on the edge of the little chasm here. And Sandy sells cheese around a seashore. He's right next to the chasm, and it gives way. And unfortunately, he's not able to regain his balance or save himself and catch anything to grab onto, and he plummets into the darkness.
He has our mushrooms.
Screaming.
So he has our mushrooms, and didn't he always say he was the one that could heal us?
Is what he said. He never did. But he has the food items is what...
He did, unfortunately, have the food on him, yes.
And I used up my food.
He gave me one the morning we woke up, because remember, he threw it at me.
But didn't you use it?
I have not. I'm saving it for our next long rest, because I still have exhaustion. So I have to wait for our next long rest to use it.
You guys will figure it out. But yes, unfortunately, he's not able to save himself. He was a little too preoccupied with what's going on across the end there. And has plummeted to the darkness, screaming. You never actually hear him hit, and the screaming doesn't suddenly stop either. It just gently and slowly fades until it's barely perceptible anymore.
I mean, that sounded peaceful.
You know, I'm still in the middle part with Ingress floating above me because I didn't make it floating all the way. And now I see that happen, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit like, can I keep trying to jump back over?
So are you going to land up? You're landing on the ledge?
I want to clear to get to your side if I can.
Sure, yeah. So that's...
Remember, he is levitating with a rope and I'm holding the rope.
So he's still above you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would just say just another athletics check.
Push him over.
To whip him forward and see if you can...
As you're floating, just like
see if you can
that.
maybe get a little bit more distance this time.
Athletics, okay. I'm trying to think here. 15, 14 total, because I get a -1 to athletics.
Oh, God, okay.
I am not an athletic boy.
I would say that that's enough to clear 10 or 15 feet. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you end up, this time, despite the fact that you're standing in the middle of this, like, line here in this gorge, you're still able to get enough of a foothold to get enough momentum and swing Ingress forward and just gently glide onto the other side.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
I'm Mary Poppins.
All right, so don't do the, you're gonna get me sidetracked every time with that. All right, so what else do we have? What are you guys doing?
I mean, well, at this point,
The bandit captain is still just leaned against the wall, and he still seems like he's trying to compose himself and catch his breath. And also, don't forget, one of the pivotal things that happened right at the end was a map had dropped out
map drop
of one of his pouches.
I don't know if you want to talk to him. I want to help the other NPCs that are still across. I want to help them get across the same way I did, using Ingress, because he can levitate for like an hour. So I just want to help the other NPCs that were with us get across the chasm.
Would it be easier just to like give them a rope and drag it across so like can have a rope bridge or something like that?
I mean, I just push Ingress or throw the rope, whatever needs to be done. But over that time, I just want to help the other NPCs get over.
Roll me a percentile and D10.
What is a percentile?
It's the...
We've never rolled percentile.
Oh, I know. It's this one here.
It's been 2 years and we've never rolled a percentile.
I know.
What the hell do I do with this?
Things change. I'll explain. So
that's
you're
a
gonna
dice?
You're gonna take. Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
even on D&D Beyond.
Percentile.
It's the D100, right?
No, it's this.
I mean, technically it's a D100, right?
Okay.
But what you're gonna do is take that plus a D10, roll both, and that's gonna give us a 2-digit number between 1 and 100.
So the two funky looking ones, these are the D10 and
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
This
So
is
you're
the
doing
most
that one.
technical we've ever been.
Oh my god. Alright.
And then this one right here.
Percentile die. Alright. So percentile got a 30, and then it's a 38.
So,
I don't know what
so
the
the
scale
good news is, the good news is it took about 38 minutes
Okay.
to ferry everyone across the chasm using Ingress as a floating device. Seemed a few of them actually caught on a bit better than you did on their initial push and got clear across in one shot. So it didn't take too long, but it took a little time out. About 38 minutes.
Alright. Well, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Once everyone's over it, I'll pull Ingress down to the ground so then I'll turn off the levitation and I'll put my rope back away.
All right.
Yeah, how do you want to proceed from here?
You said it was the captain. I want to interrogate him.
Okay.
Can I pick up the map if no one's picked it up?
I've already have the map.
Oh, you have the map? Cool.
Yeah.
So, my first question, well, as I'm interrogating him, how bad is his wounds? Like, can I tell?
He's bad. Like, you guys did a number on him. He is hurt. He is bleeding. You can see cuts in his clothing, his leather jerkin, his torso. Like, he's bleeding from a few different spots. It's not. I wouldn't say it's surprising that he's still alive, but it is probably
Pretty
not going to be for long unless he gets help.
Can I use like common medical skill knowledge to like help slow the wound like that?
How do you want to do it? How do you want to
Stuff his wounds with the fur of the big guy.
I mean, it's gross. It's like his sheddings. Well, I mean, I could do that, like where I take like the clothes or whatnot and like tear it and like to tie off like anything that's bleeding profusely, like to like like they do in the movies. Like they
you
tie it up.
you want to bandage them up. Okay.
Yeah, just bandage them up. And even though I don't have like any medicinal herbs or anything like that, just something to like ease the wounds.
Yeah.
Maybe slow his demise.
You can at the very least you can cut some clothing off of some of the other dead bandits and use those to kind of apply tourniquets and maybe slow the flow of blood going to his extremities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we're just gonna say I was successful. Yeah,
that's a very basic kind of common knowledge thing. There's not going to be a role for that.
All right, so I'm gonna point blank ask him like, listen, this was an intense moment. We've had a rough time. I see here you've given me your word. You give us whatever we need, and I'm patching you up. What is this map?
It's a map that we had charted. We bought from someone on one of the towns close to the entrance that we used. We've been using it to make our way, run into other things and people, and just kind of taking what we could from them. But it's a pretty well charted map of the Underdark.
So you said the entrance. So will this map get us out of the Underdark?
It can help. It doesn't have an entrance map specifically, but there are. It should show different levels of how deep you are in the Underdark. So if you're looking to get out, you'll want to look for settlements, cities, or anything in some of the sections that are closer to the surface.
Okay.
I wanna step up behind Harvey, and I'm like, you realize you brought this on yourself, right? All I asked was what you were doing. And
it's a bandit's life.
It was a stupid life, and you now see that. What food or provisions do you and your men have?
It's just welcome to search the bags. I'll give you my pouch as well.
Is there like a safe house nearby? You said you guys weren't afraid of the drow.
We've camped wherever we thought there was safety. We've been avoiding some of the trolls of deep gnomes and other weird creatures that we've seen that are sentient. They're intelligent, and organized, but they don't look friendly. We've stayed away as much as we could. We've only picked on those that we could get away with.
So what was your purpose of coming into the Underdark?
To get gold, gems, stuff to sell. What is your purpose?
I don't know. We were taken, I guess.
Yeah.
Taken by who?
Drow.
A lot of drow. There was like a priestess and
Drow?
Yeah, we told you this.
Mm.
You said you weren't scared of drow. I don't want to see fear now.
I assumed you were bluffing.
Nope. We were prisoners.
Yeah,
And
we got out. And that's why we told you, like, we're not ready to play.
He stares off to the side. He's looking at the chasm and looks back at you guys. And you can see the dread and the fear in his eyes as he's gazing at both of you. Takes the pouch off of his side, drops it to the ground, and dives into the chasm, silently slipping into the darkness.
Is there a moment for opportunity to try?
You can try, yeah. He attempts to dive into the chasm.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look through the pouch. I don't care.
I'm gonna try to like snatch him before. Like,
Okay.
As I noticed. What am I rolling?
Ooh, that's a good
Just
question.
headed to his medical wounds. He's gonna commit suicide.
Say, don't turn me in like Jay will be so pissed.
He's unconscious. He doesn't know what's going on. What would we do? I don't want to do like straight dexterity. Well, we'll say acrobatics because you're not directly next to him. As we can see here on the map, you're not directly next to him. You're kind of catty corner.
All right.
So we're gonna say acrobatics.
Cool. That is a 13 plus 6. I got a 19.
You rolled? Oh. It's like I didn't hear any dice.
I'm sorry.
I didn't hear any dice.
He's using
It's okay.
I'm being efficient.
It's okay. It's fine. You do end up. You're still able to. The look he gave you in his eyes, and the fact that he turned and dropped, you knew what he was going to do, and you were able to anticipate and react very quickly and reach out to grab him. You end up getting a good handful of his tunic. Unfortunately, it's been cut up pretty badly and tears just a bit as you grab. So as he goes into the chasm, he kind of spins around, and you see just a smile on his face as he plummets to the darkness.
That's a smile of either he's happy that he doesn't have to deal with whatever's coming our way, or he's actually happy that we're screwed.
I could care less. I'm looking through the pouch.
All right.
Didn't even react to him driving. I was like, deuces.
Well,
We don't have the means of caring for someone that critically wounded anyway, so there's no point.
It's the same pouch that the map fell out of. It's actually got it's pretty heavy, and despite the fact that it was cut and the map fell out, there's other like compartments where things are kind of separated. So not everything. It looks like everything else maintained. You find a banded agate. It's a gem, a hematite, and a blue quartz. All of them are gems. Very pretty. You find 2 pieces of bone You
It's probably right. Forgetting all this.
powdered silver in a little pouch, a flask of holy water, a spell scroll. I'm not sure if any of you are proficient with magic spells. Well, you are. You're a sorcerer.
Yeah.
All right,
I am
so
not.
you can tell. You as you're looking through, you're rooting through. You're okay. There's the gems. There's this. Oh, that's a spell scroll. You can easily identify it is a spell scroll. Don't know what it is yet. There's also 3 small potions of healing, 2 torches, and a small coin purse holding about 200 gold.
Okay. So I'm gonna do 2 things. Can I identify that spell scroll?
You can. And all you would need to do,
Like, is it written in common, or is it like just like kind of like? Is it more of like random Da Vinci schematics?
Well, you got the spell scrolls. I got the map. So
I'm not worried about your map.
Well, we're gonna use it.
I understand, but I'm worried about what's in my pouch now.
yeah, give me a moment here. It is going to be in a different language. I'm just going to try and figure out what language we're looking.
I'll tell you.
You should have cheated like me.
It's fine, but you're gonna forget where that goes, and I'm gonna have this in my book.
I'm gonna have my note.
Ooh, okay. All right.
What you expected?
You are right. Is your character fluent in deep speed?
No, abyssal, common, primordial, and undercommon.
Then you can't read it.
Oh.
But there is.
Are there symbols I could get the gist of what it might be?
I would say in this case you wouldn't, just because of the nature of the icons and glyphs that you see on it. You can't read it. You can still try other ways to determine what it is, but
That's all right.
reading wouldn't be one of them.
Okay. Can I identify the 2 pieces of bone to see like if they're humanoid, if they might be from a creature?
Yeah, we'll say that's a nature check.
Nature? I don't know how good I am with that. I got a +1, sorry. 9.
So looking at the bones, it's a little hard to make out because they're not complete. Obviously, they're kind of like bits and pieces that have been broken off of what looks like larger pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell what it is exactly, but it does not appear to be anything humanoid. So, like goblin, orc, elf, anything like that. Anything that's somewhat humanoid doesn't look like it's a humanoid. They don't look like they're human bones.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll distribute the potions. I'm gonna give 1 potion to you. I'll hold on to Jay's. I guess I'll give it to him. I'll have him drink a potion to wake him up. So he'll use his potion, then I'll keep 1.
I think that puts me at 2 potions because I think I had 2 initially and I took 1. I think I also have a day's rations. It was just happened to be in my backpack.
And then I'll have Ingris carry the pouch itself. Like, I'll have him carry it.
Okay.
Okay, what about the torch?
You don't know what's in my pouch?
I thought you were trying.
No, I gave you potions. That's all I told you. I was like, here's a potion I found. Or I guess you would have seen me take out the scroll to try and look at it and then be like, put back in.
Okay, and then what about the map? Is there like a particular language or?
So let me pull this. I'm gonna actually pull it up on the screen for you guys so you can see it big time,
Ooh,
and
yes.
we can show our awesome viewers as well. Anyone who's familiar with this particular campaign is going to look familiar. Don't say anything. Don't spoil it. Nothing in the comments, please.
Yes.
By the way, even if you guys did figure out what I'm using for this campaign,
I got no clue.
I'm making a lot of different changes. So, well, we don't need to really worry about metagaming. So
Yeah.
never mind. We're good.
Sure. There's a heavy cost to make.
Because you guys are trustworthy. Ish.
Food.
All right, give me a sec here. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and close out of this map because we can just do theater of the mind.
Okay.
You paint me a
So I'm gonna
picture with
drop
your
out of
words.
Essentially, what it means is we're too lazy.
that. No, not even a little bit.
Okay, so this is the map of the Underdark.
It is a map of the Underdark.
Okay.
And we are...
Does it show where we're at right now?
Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Ooh,
Ooh,
too much.
get fancy, get fancy.
Okay,
We should
so
probably move on.
it's a little difficult to navigate from here. I think Valkenvelv is over here. Where is Valkenvelv?
Well, we technically don't know where we're at right
there.
now.
Yeah, you know that where you left was Valkenvelv. You know that
is
that's
Oh, wait, that's the drow hideout
Yeah.
place? Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Did you know that?
They mentioned it. Yeah.
Oh.
In my notes. I got Queen of the Bitch.
Highlight it
So-
and like drawn out.
So we see what the important parts are.
We're gonna say we knew.
I think. Okay, yeah. So that's Valkenville. So that's where the drow encampment was that you guys were being held prisoner and used for labor.
Okay.
And we went north for like a day, didn't we?
For a fair amount of a day, we traversed like over 5, maybe close to 10 miles, I would say.
Yeah. So do you remember who you said you were following?
The stupid dwarf chick.
The
I
one
knew where I'm going. Me. Got lost.
The one who he sent into depression by chewing her out.
Because she was like, my home is north.
She's like,
I know where to go.
She's like, I was a scout.
So if you guys aren't sure exactly where you are, I'm sure you can think of something to figure that out, right?
Maybe like landmarkers. Oh, we can ask the other people to see if they
just lean over the edge. Where are we?
No, because we have other escapees with us. We can say like, this is we found a map. This is what's going on. Like, do
the
you
map
see
doesn't
any?
show where we are.
No, but can they recognize spots?
We don't
Listen,
know where we
stop
are.
being a typical man and ask for direction.
So we have the fish boy with us still. We have the prince.
I thought he
We
left.
have my future wife.
True.
Topsy turvy.
Topsy and turvy.
They left. We still have Eldrith, Prince Gorilla, Pepito.
Prince Gorilla was not his real name.
Pepito is
Close enough.
is a Durger. We got Fish Guy. We got Sirith. Oh, Sirith might know.
Sirith
Would know, right?
Yeah.
So he would know from where we left, the general direction, and hopefully the general idea where.
Okay, we got a plan.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, Sirith. Sirith.
You look around and you don't see him.
Son of a bitch.
Did he come across the chasm? Did he ride Ingress across the chasm, or was he gone before
I
then?
think he was gone before that.
Oh, bitch. Okay, so we don't have Sirith.
Who's Darrow?
Can we ask who is with us?
Prince Darendil is a. Oh God, that's an actual character.
Yeah.
He is a Darrow.
He is a Darrow.
Yeah, that's Bupido. Bupido
That's
is
Bupido?
a
Okay.
Darrow. Darrow's a race.
Gotcha. Okay. So we have Eldrith.
Mm-hmm.
We have Stool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ron.
No, Ront was killed.
Yeah,
He
he
got
just,
killed again. He got killed again.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he made it this time.
no, man.
He was killed way back in the slave pen.
That was you.
He was one of the first
Oh, that's right.
to be sacrificed.
Wait, no.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
your fault too.
Yeah, it totally was.
I gotta go back and watch. I don't remember.
It's been a long time.
So for the viewers, we started this once and things. What did we forgot or we messed up
No.
recordings?
Well, okay,
No.
So Ron died once. That's why I'm like, he died again.
Yeah. So what happened was
How'd they keep
amidst
him alive?
all of the COVID stuff, and I'm sure you guys have seen some of the remote games that we've done. Amidst all the COVID stuff, there was a problem with we'd already kind of gotten through the point where they had escaped the first time. When we originally were running this campaign, and the recordings unfortunately were
Lost.
lost
Corrupted or
or
something.
corrupted or something. So we kind of
Crap.
just
Ron made it.
we did a Vulcan mind wipe and started over, and in this new iteration, Ron
I'm completely.
got killed.
I'm devastated. I thought he made it this time. God damn it!
He was fed to the giant spiders.
That was the first time.
no.
My goodness, Shu was having like major like multi-dimension fucking things happening in his head right now. Okay, so we have Eldrith, we have Pepito, we have the Prince, and Fish Guy. I don't think Fish Guy can read.
Shusar. Yeah.
Shoes.
Shushar can speak. He speaks.
Oh, that's Jim Jar. I decided to call him Jim Jar.
Jim
'cause
Jar
I
is
couldn't-
with you guys.
Yeah, we also
Okay.
have to.
Wait, is Jim Jar different from?
Jim Jar is a.
Or is he
he's
the-
a deep gnome?
So he's the
he's like
director.
Topsy and Turvy. He's
He's
a deep gnome.
Okay,
Ew,
so
okay.
and I think Shushar does have some knowledge of this area. Let's just ask them all point blank.
Yeah, let's just get everyone in a circle. Group huddle.
For those who are
and
here.
we're gonna lay out the map.
All right.
Well, you should lay out the map. You have it.
I have the map. Yeah, I'm like, okay, guys, get together. All right, so we got a map, and this could probably lead us in a direction to a safe spot from creatures as well as who we're running away from. Anybody have advice? Like, do you recognize anything where
I
we're
want to point
at?
the city that we were, or whatever area we were in before. So we know that we were here. Does anyone have a general idea of what direction we may have gone to based off this map?
Eldrith.
I give her just like this little spiteful look, like
She steps up and she's like, I'm so sorry again. I feel like we were going southwest, but I've already made a mistake, and I certainly don't want to add to it. I really think it would be best if perhaps some of the other people who live in the Underdark should kind of take over navigation from here.
fine. If you have an idea, share it. Shu is trying really hard to keep his facial emotions in check, but he's failing.
He's failing his save.
Yeah, he's like, if you have ideas, just share it.
It sounds like perhaps Prince Darendil might be a good fit for this, and Prince Darendil he's circled in with everybody, and it looks like he's just gazing off into the distance. He is not. He's not like present in this conversation. Yes.
Are you with us, or was the other you with us?
This spell that this wizard is becoming worse. What is the plan? What are we doing?
Map. Do you recognize where we might be?
He gazes and looks over at the map. Well, it might be best if we head. We should head for the surface.
I'm gonna just be like, my face is just okay.
I act like I'm about to say something, but I bite my tongue remembering the last time I said something that pissed him off.
I don't. I'm like, Eldrith, Prince, you guys are safety buddies because I'm done with the both of you. One gets lost, you both get lost.
Okay, so
Jim Jar steps up and he's kind of like stretching and cracking.
Is that Fish Boy or is that the Deep Gnome?
He's the Deep Gnome.
Deep Gnome.
The only Deep Gnome you guys have left with you. Steps up, he's stretching, cracks his fingers. I suppose I could get you guys out of here.
I mean, that'd be beneficial to all of us.
Yes.
I agree. What did you find in the pouch?
Ooh, I'm like, 1 second. So I'm gonna have Ingress come and he's gonna hold on to it, but he's gonna let me just kind of open it. And I'm like, I found this scroll, and I'm gonna open the scroll and see if he can read it.
He looks at it and, well, don't know what that is, but it looks valuable. So it'll take a little bit of time and teamwork. I'll take the scroll.
Wait, hold on. There's gems in the bag too. I would prefer if I kept the scroll, just because
Let me see the gems.
I'll take out the blue quart. And I'm like,
blue quart? Okay,
yeah.
That's about 10 gold. It's worth about 10 gold.
I'll take out the bone.
Here's where I'm at, if you just follow me for a little bit. This guy's gonna do it. I'm gonna have to rebuild my life, and I don't want to do it anywhere near the drought. So that's going to be a little expensive. Here's the plan. We can agree on these terms, right? I'll take 50 gold worth of any items that you have. We team up. We figure out exactly where we are and what direction we went, which won't be hard to do. And then we just figure out what the quickest way to get to the surface is based on this map. So it's going to take a little bit of time to study it. We got to figure out a few things. But
okay.
As far as navigation is concerned, I'm your guy.
All right. I got you. I'm going to put the gem back, and I'm going to pull out 60 gold and be like, I'm up at 10 gold. Let's get this done.
Deal.
'Cause that's what heroes do.
Yeah, I look at you. It's like, so you had gold in there?
All right, so
1 second.
I'm having her continue holding the bag, holding it more securely.
Okay.
All
right, so go ahead.
Well, before we head out, I'm gonna tell everybody, like, let's quickly spread out and search the remains and see if we can get more rations.
Oh, good idea.
True. Yeah. Split up.
Or rations, or maybe armor for the rest of the
just whatever
people list.
Supplies in general what they have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep watch. Wow. I'm gonna let if you want to do it with some of the other people, I'll keep watch in case anybody just.
Yeah. I mean, it's 4 bodies that we're searching, right?
Do I have to roll anything to keep watch while they do this? I'm just checking, like, keep an eye on the tunnels.
If you're actively like keeping watch, then we're gonna have you do perception.
Okay.
It's a 9.
A 9. Okay. You're searching around.
I'm gonna be searching.
Okay. So 3 times, 3 different times, not combined. Just give me an investigation, and then since you have people helping you, we'll give you advantage on 2 of those.
Okay.
Since everyone's kind of
gotta choose wisely.
Choose for the first 2. Get your first 2 advantage out.
Yeah, we're gonna say it's the first.
Okay, so first one is 21.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll second.
No, I mean you can keep that.
Second is I'm gonna use my second one roll on this one because I rolled a 5, 18, and now going for my third roll, 13.
Okay, all right. So with everyone kind of helping and you're kind of directing the best ways to search, they're kind of taking a look at all the bodies and where everyone moved around just to kind of search an area. You are able to find that the bandits were at least well prepared as far as rations were concerned. You found about 12 days worth of rations. This includes vials of water and like dried fruits and meats in sealed parchment wrapped packages.
Okay,
so it's enough.
I don't want to carry any of the food.
We'll say each ration of food we'll say weighs like half a pound.
Okay. See, well, I'm gonna keep at least maybe another day's worth of rations.
And maybe the dwarf split it up between the NPCs overall. Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe Stool. I don't think Stool eats. meat.
What does Stool eat?
We don't know.
No one did ask the Stool.
Wait, we've all like shared the same gruel back in the cage. Like whatever they fed us, we eat it.
Yeah, we'll say he ate it. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll have him hold it. It's pretty chill.
Oh, so I'm gonna just keep one ration for myself, and I'm gonna suggest you keep at least one more day's ration. That gives me 2 days worth of rations. You a day's worth of rations.
I'll keep
or,
a day.
or maybe you should take 2 because you don't have any.
I have the one.
Okay.
Was thrown at me that I kept for he fell to his demise.
All right.
What was the name of the deep gnome that I just made the pack with?
Jim Jar.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that made a few bets while you guys were locked. Was doing
Gotcha.
little tricks with the pebble fingers.
Can I talk to him?
Sure.
I don't know. Like after
You stepping away from everybody? Like,
yeah, I want to see that after we've kind of collected supplies and gearing up and we're figuring out direction to go. I'm like, Jim Jar, come here real quick, and I want to walk over a little bit. I'm gonna keep Ingress like about 5 foot distance from us. But I'm like, so you said you had to restart wherever you're escaping. My brother and I are in the same predicament. So aside from our current arrangement, when we progress further, we could still be beneficial to one another.
I agree. I mean, my previous life was taken from me by the drow. I'd rather just put as much distance between me and them as possible.
My life had just started once I met the drow.
I'm sorry?
My life had just started.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling as fine as I'm gonna be. But like I said, you need to rebuild. My brother and I need to build for the first time.
Okay. Yeah. For now, that works for me.
Cool. And I'll walk back, head back to the group, have Ingress follow me as well.
Okay. Roll a perception for me.
14.
Do you get any bonuses on that? No. Okay.
It's a 0.
As you end the conversation, as you're turning, you kind of catch a small little glimpse of like confusion and puzzlement on Jim Jar's face.
Okay, let's keep walking.
Okay. All right.
So at this point, I would say we've already dispersed all the rations and stuff that we found.
We have our general direction from here that Jim Jar is gonna take over, right?
And Jim Jar's keeping the map at the moment, or are we getting the map?
I say you keep the map. He helps us navigate. So it's like a 2-key system for the nukes. You know what I'm saying?
Fair. Or
All
just
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides, I need someone to guide me if it gets too dark.
You can't see, and I'm not lighting a torch. Just hold someone's hand.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
You're both gonna get one roll of survival with advantage, with an additional +5 to whatever normal survival bonus you get.
Okay.
Okay.
So advantage.
This
plus
is going
5.
to determine your effectiveness with the other team, the other group, you like the people in your group, your effectiveness of being able to look at the surroundings and get an idea of which direction you originally went when you left. So
Gotcha,
you're
okay.
basically trying to just make sure you're not in a lost, you're not feeling lost anymore.
Okay, so roll
So-
twice, add 5.
Add +5 to whatever you would
Yeah.
normally have
Yep.
here. Now, question: is it general common knowledge like how it is in the real world as far as like are we, even though we're rolling right now, are we trying to look for specific that might help us this roll? Like identify. Like, let's just say moss grows on one side of a tree. Like, can I say okay, well during this I physically check to see if I can see common knowledge where the moss is growing, pick a direction from there.
Your character spent time in the Underdark before you were captured?
I don't know if moss is common knowledge. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if moss is the same.
Like, you're gonna just go grab the moss and be like,
Well,
that's the collard
so-
green moss. In the
I'll give a
southern
little
lands.
exposition because I want this to make sense for you guys. The reason that you're even getting advantage so you're getting the +5 because you're not right now rushing away from the drought.
Okay.
Right? You guys are taking your time to consider your route, so I'm going to reward you with that, even though the drought might be getting closer as we speak.
He forgot.
Having said that,
Uh-huh.
you're also getting the advantage bonus because you do have someone in the group very familiar, a few people very
Okay.
familiar with the topography and the climate and the biology or whatever, like in the Underdark. So that's why you're getting advantage +5.
Okay.
Okay.
12, 7, 19 for the first one. Okay, so 19.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's obviously good enough. So at partnering with everyone, you're able to figure out that you actually did, in fact, even though Eldrith was unsure of herself, she actually did lead you guys in a southwest direction away from Valkenvalve. Now, I believe you guys had traveled about a day. So sorry, everyone who's gonna. Oh, look at that nice shirt I got.
So southwest, we went downward.
So this is north.
Okay.
So southwest means that you kind of followed through here, this part right here,
Okay, so we're in between the Dark Lake and the Arrow Mayo.
Well, let me see. So since we were able to determine, what direction we did end up going, would we have a sense of how far we traveled from the city?
Yeah, about a day.
About a day. Okay.
Yep.
So we need anything interesting?
At the moment, no.
I have to check. What the disc could travel in a day. You guys were rushing, so
we did not sleep.
That's gonna help.
No, we
with.
We did get one.
No, I'm saying when we were traveling, sleep at that time.
How much distance?
Until recently.
All right, so miles.
I think we covered like.
Yeah, you guys got about 10 miles, I'll say. So one hex here is 24 miles. So you basically are. I will say like right here, just outside. And I'll drop the mouse or the pointer. So I'll say you guys are like right about in this area.
No question.
Yeah.
On the map, you say yeah, like you won't answer my question. So this map, is it showing the topography of everything in the Underdark, or are these colored places specifically the Underdark, and this is showing topside?
Great question. So there's a key here on the left that I'm
there.
relying heavily on. So anything in purple means that area has multiple depth in that area, meaning like upper dark, middle dark, lowered.
Just layered.
And that's exactly what the key is. So a lot of what you have here is lower dark and middle dark. Obviously, this is I think that looks like upper dark. So basically, lower dark is deeper into the ground. Upper dark is more heading towards the surface.
Right. What I'm saying is this. So like you see how there's like we have the colored zones and then we have the non-colored zone where you can see like a forest here. Is that the very surface?
No, that's still colored zero.
No, that's still okay. That's just showing that in that area of the Underdark, it could go.
Correct. Yes.
Gotcha.
So
now I'm understanding.
When he explained to us this is the entire Underdark, or most of it.
I am not.
I'm saying this for the audience.
Understand now, Don. Proceed.
Oh no, I'm just letting you. That's the distance you covered.
Okay.
You've taken some time, not with just a battle, but with planning your trip.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys want to do?
We should have Jim Jar, I guess, find
Where so maybe I can help here. So where do you think your best chances of
some of
escaping are?
Some of our people are from the Underdark.
Yeah.
Can on this map, can any of them point their home village?
Yes, in fact. So let me see. So right here, Grontelgrim, what I have my pointer on right now, is the dwarf city that Eldrith was wanting to get back to.
Okay.
I don't think. Have you guys actually asked Shusar?
We asked a bunch of people, but I don't remember Shusar's answer.
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll say for the sake of this conversation, everyone's looking at the map, so everyone is just kind of pointing to their place. Shusar is where? Slubludup.
So he's the opposite direction where we came to.
Yeah, but this is where we came from.
And he's over here. Yeah, we went southwest.
So we went
down
to go
north
and this way. I mean, we could cut right and just angle
up.
Well,
that's risking going back through any patrols of the Dark Elves in that area. I say we go over to where that city is, the barrage, the glass clipped up that barrage.
Wait, is there any other places?
Yeah, I'm gonna point them out real quick.
That's the closest place. So normally if there's a bridge, there's civilization.
I'm just saying, let's think this out for once.
We are.
And we got a reward for it.
Prince Darendil's no help here because his he's basically saying that his kingdom was of the surface, so he was captured at some point and brought into the Underdark. He's not going to be helpful as far as navigating is concerned.
That's okay.
Eldrith we have with Grontelgrim. Jimjar is from Blingdenstone.
But I don't think he's going to want to go back there.
Yeah, so he's going to say, Blingdenstone. It's kind of close to Menzaberendal, which is
further up north,
Drow
more to the west.
Drow City. So Blingdenstone, Jimjar basically he's not comfortable doing that, but it is a somewhat quicker route to the surface because once you get to Blingdenstone, he knows the way to the surface from there. But the problem is it's going a little bit deeper into Drow territory. He's explaining this to you. It's going a little bit deeper into Drow territory, so I'm not sure the best thing. I feel like we should maybe put some more distance between us and the ones that are chasing us, and if we can confirm that we've lost them, then we can
circle back.
So how about this? Hear me out. What if we continue down the direction that we're at?
Continue going southwest as far as
and then we kind of just make a long loop back to his hometown.
That's in hope. Okay.
Because I mean that's an
option. I have a question though.
Yeah.
So I know that before Homie went ahead and committed suicide, he said the entrance that they use is not marked on the map. But can I look at how the topography is on the map and see where a potential exit could be based on like how the tunnel systems are drawn?
You don't have any knowledge of the Underdark, but I mean, if you ask the people that do, they're going to say all of the available entrances would be in Upper Dark section. Where
What do you mean available?
So that because
Are there
of the-
unavailable ones?
No, because it's closer to
Well,
the
I'm saying
land.
they're like secret ones that are guarded differently.
I mean, there could be hidden ones. There could be like Sereth, or not Sereth. Sorry, Eldrith certainly knows near her place
Okay.
where like the nearest entrances and exits, and likewise, I'm sure Shusar may know some places near Dark Lake or whatever that might also serve, but it's impossible for everyone to know every possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I said available. Sorry.
So I think we are gonna have to loop back. I think I'm fine with your idea because it does take us around instead of trying to go straight back U-turn and cross through. Going around through the dark lake,
and that's a middle dark.
because there's a city looks like at the edge of the dark lake, right? The
Gracklestad?
That's the one that he.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh,
So
this
we're
one?
going to this. I'm talking about this place. If we can
Oh.
make it here and then maybe make our way up here and then cross, right?
Yeah, that's what I
So
was
if we
thinking.
can loop over to Grackenskugly, I think that'd be at least. Does anyone have any knowledge of what that town is like? The Grackenskugly?
Grackles.
Is that where Topsy and Turvy's from?
Are you
Topsy
looking
and
for-
Turvy were deep gnomes, so if you ask Jimjar, he would say most deep gnomes in this area would be coming from Blingdenstone.
Okay, but no one really has any knowledge of what might lie in Klublu.
I don't. Yeah, give me one
He's
sec. I don't
looking.
believe anyone
I mean,
has any knowledge.
there's still a
of that.
chance you could find your long lost love.
I'm not finding a new one. It's fine.
She could still be there.
She made a choice.
So hard.
Yeah, no one in the current group has any idea what.
Okay. Well, I think we know where the drow are going to be, where they're coming from. We know possible exits out of here based on your hometown and just that Eldrith came in. I think your idea to loop around the Dark Lake, maybe check out that city as our first place to hit as our first
It'll take a
civilization.
little bit
Stool,
longer,
by the
but I
way,
think
is
it-
Neverlight Grove on there as well.
Where?
Neverlight Grove,
Where's that?
which is the green spot
Oh,
right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So we would pass by.
So
Okay, so he's for that idea then.
that's where he wants to go. So
Okay.
he's going to communicate to you guys that if whatever the plan is, whatever gets him closer to Neverlight Grove, he's down for. But if any of it means going back towards the Drow and Menza Berenzin, he's just going to keep going his way.
Well, I'll tell Stool. It's like we are definitely indebted to you. So if there's a way that we can get you home, I'm for it.
Stu, do you think once we get you, do your people have like fighters or you got what's your people?
We are not a violent race. We are not violent, but we do our best to defend each other.
Would it be possible to, once we get you home, to maybe via gifts or services persuade some of your people to help escort us a little bit closer to our end goal? Not all the way, just maybe like an additional halfway through.
That may be possible. We at the very least may be able to help with further provisions and equipment.
That's more than. I think that'd be more than fair.
I think we got a plan.
All right.
Roll perception, both of you.
6.
All right, so
Plus
0.
as you guys are having these discussions and making your plans, which by the way, DM hat on, love. There's some tactical thought here given, which I think is great. As you're having this discussion, you don't notice, neither of you notice, but you see that some of your other partners are kind of looking around like they notice something's a little different. And then you see, in Stool's face doesn't look obviously much like a human's or humanoid, but you can still see that there is something going on in his mind, and he almost like he's remembering something and doesn't like what he's remembering. And as you're recognizing similar faces on other folks, there's a dim light that starts to suffuse and permeate the cavern that you're in. And it lights it up just a bit to where you're able to very clearly see, as you would in dim light, a little bit better than you could before. But there's like an unearthly, like I can only describe as a magical glow that has kind of started surrounding the entire camp. And Stool releases some more spores to communicate with everyone and says urgently, "We need to go now."
Let's go.
It's probably a good place to stop.
All right.
Shit, jeez.
So we're gonna stop right here. Come back next time. We're gonna figure out what the hell's going on.
We're gonna leave this cave eventually.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thank you very much. As always, if you like what we're doing, if you like some of the changes that we're doing now that we can do the map and the layout, let us know. That helps us. Put some comments. We don't know until you give us feedback. Otherwise, as usual, hit like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can see our new content that we're planning on having coming out
Don't forget to check out our streams on Wednesday night.
on Twitch.
And other than that, you guys have a great day.
Let's go.